That was the most brutal ride I've ever done in my life.
Don't forget my noodle box. Don't forget my noodle box. Don't throw it away.
Hope you don't get too wet today.
We are.
The most highly travelled packet of noodles in Australia. Okay, so today the plan is to head to Port Stephens, which is about 4.5 hours away from where we are at the moment, which is Coffs Harbour. Along the way, we're going to go to the National Motorcycle Museum at I think it's called Nabiac. So we're going to go there, have a look there. I think it's about 2.5 hours from where we are now. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, hang around. We're going to show you that. Haven't got any accommodation booked as usual. We'll just find something when we get to Port Stephens. There's always something available. So stay tuned. Just had again breakfast at the Breakfast of Champions, the big golden arches, egg and bacon McMuffin. Start the day, and we're away. Let's go. I'll just say that it's just so nice to ride in some sunshine after riding in rain for the last 4 or 5 days. Makes you feel so much better about riding it. You know, you're not trying to dodge trucks and spray and all that sort of stuff. Oh, it's so much better. Yeah, I made it to Port Macquarie. Just gonna have a quick look down there by the beach. It's a really pretty spot. If you like fishing, I think I fished off that breakwall over there once before. Caught heaps off there. It was great. I don't know if you can see that down along there. You can get out there, cast a surf right out there, and lots of good fish. How nice is that? Yeah, I was saying before, if I had this trip, if I did this trip again, what I do differently, I'd do 2 trips. I'd do a 3-week trip in the Outback. I'd do a 3-week trip up this coast, because there's just so many places to see on the way. It's hard to get it to fit it all in, especially if you have a bit of bad weather and stuff, and you know, you get delayed. It makes it tougher to be able to see everything. And you really want to do it justice and have a real good look along, because there's so many nice places, especially now the sun's come out. Look at that. Doesn't get much better, does it? How bloody awesome.
I'm still trying to find myself a bakery.
Alright, let's just a quick stop at Port Macquarie. Just a quick break. If you haven't been there, give it a try. Very nice spot. Let's go see this motorbike museum.
Found my bakery.
Okay, so we've made it to the National Motorcycle Museum in Nabiac. I think that's how it's pronounced. Very committed we are today because rain, hail or shine, we made it here. Okay, so we're inside the Australian Motorcycle Museum. This one here is for a mate of mine, Stump. Here's a sidecar for you, mate. That's the model Bayliss Special. Road racing sidecar built by Stan Bayliss. Raced motorcycles for 49 years. Australian champion 1971 to 73. State title champion 71 and 75. Held many lap records and was one of the last motorcycles ridden and built by him. The sidecar displayed in memory of Stan Bayliss. There you go. Stump, that's for you. And that's all for you, also for you, because I reckon you're the only bloke I know would fit on that. Guys, it's 15 bucks a head to get in. And there's a ton of motorcycles here. I can't tell you how many there is, but there's just like stacks and stacks and stacks. And motorcycle gear. And you name it. I mean, look at these. BMWs. Valicette, my grandfather had one of these. He also had an aerial. One of those Valicettes is what I was talking about in the earlier videos. That's what my grandfather went around Australia on. He and my grandma went, basically a lot of this trip that we've done this time, he did a lot of that himself. But on a bike like that. Holy hell. Have a look at this. Look at this. So Jackson, tell me the story about the this museum? You were just saying there's a 70-year-old gentleman's all his collection he's been collecting for 50 years.
Yep, he started in Canberra. He had the motorbike shop down there called the Stable.
Yep.
And he had a museum down there for 10 years, and then we moved here in 2000, and it's been going 32 years.
Yep.
So yeah, but here since 2000.
And how many bikes altogether we got in the collection?
1,046.
And he's still buying.
Yep, and there's about 200 on loan, and then he owns about 850 roughly.
Holy crap. And you were saying your favourite one is the Militaire, yeah?
Yeah, yep.
Let's go and have a look at that one. That's this one down here, correct?
Yep, on the stand here.
Yeah, that's a beautiful bike.
The company was in business for 5 years.
Right.
They made them for World War II as the Militaire.
Yep.
And they were too heavy for the war, and the company ended up collapsing. But yeah, 5 years in total.
And what is it? It's obviously it's a 4-cylinder.
It's a 4-cylinder. It's got a 3-speed car gearbox with reverse.
Yep.
And it's on a car-based chassis.
Right.
And then you hit this pedal here on the side.
Right.
And these wheels spring down. It's like training wheels. So when you pull up, it doesn't fall over.
Ah, okay.
So you hit these pedals and
that all springs down.
And I'm made in Buffalo, New York.
Okay. Well, there you go.
And this bike is on loan.
Right. Now, with a name like Militaire, I thought it would have been French. So there you go. You learn something.
Buffalo, New York.
Well, there you go. Crazy, isn't it? And do they run? Does it still run?
I had run years ago, but not recently.
Okay.
And you put your kerosene in there for your lamp.
Right.
Your fuel, and then here's your primer.
Yep.
Then you can fix the fuel down in there when you haven't been started for a while.
Right, yep.
And then,
and get
you've got your reverse and 3 speed.
Oh, look at that. So it's like a stick shift.
Yep.
Unbelievable. And wooden wheels.
Wooden wheels, yep.
Wow.
And you'll notice on the front here, there's no wheel bearing.
No, there's not.
The metal goes all the way around, and there's no wheel bearing.
Wow. So that'd be an interesting ride.
Very interesting, I reckon.
It's got 22,700. No. Yeah. Is it 22,000? Anyway, I can't really read that properly, but low mileage if you're looking to buy it. 1914. Unreal. Well, thanks, mate. I really appreciate it.
No, you're welcome.
Come down and see Jackson, wasn't it? Jackson?
Yep,
Jackson. He was happy to walk through the museum with you, show you whatever you want to see. Are you here most days, or?
Oh, some days here and there.
Yeah. So he volunteers down here. Like I said, for $30 for 2 people, it's 3 hours well spent, and you'll have a ball. If you're into motorbikes, come down here. It's fantastic. Thanks, mate.
No, you're very welcome. It's 14 as well, 1914.
So this one here is the Ivor Johnson. This is the same guy that built that?
No, it's owned by the same guy.
Same guy, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, same guy that owns that. And he owns this one as well.
Yep.
So, and this is what year?
It's 14.
1914 as well. Slightly more advanced than the other one.
Yeah, yep. A bit of info there and that on it.
Yep.
It's named after the guy that invented it.
Okay. Guys, I'm not going to read out all the details for you because honestly, I would be here for hours and hours and hours, and this would end up being a 4-hour long video, and nobody's going to watch it on YouTube. So, like I keep saying, come down, have a look. It is fantastic. Really, really impressive. Have a look at these Indians. Now, these bikes here are from a guy who's Australian. His name was Dale Buggins, which unfortunately I think he committed suicide. And this is his bikes. At one stage he was huge, like everybody was. It was like the Australian Evel Knievel basically, except more successful. He actually completed more jumps. So what do you reckon, mate?
Oh,
Worth the wait?
it is well and truly worth the wait, mate.
Yeah, honestly, I very few times I'm lost for words, but
Yeah.
crazy.
I've been past this thousands of times. I drive trucks up and down the highway.
Yep.
And just always thought I've got to come here one day. Yeah. I actually come for the Brow Superior. I just want to have a look at the Brow.
Yeah.
In person, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping. The only one I haven't got is an OK Supreme. I was just saying before because it was the last motorcycle my granddad had.
Yep.
And I really want, but that's the only one I haven't got. So I'll have to try and source one myself somewhere.
Somewhere out of Australia, maybe.
Yeah, I think England would be the place to go. So guys, we're into Speedway, which is all this section here. Cruisers, dirt bikes, road bikes, vintage, Japanese, American, English, what you name it, it's all here. It is the most comprehensive collection of motorcycles, and that's obviously why it's the National Motorcycle Museum, but it's just got everything imaginable. Except an OK Supreme. That's the only one it hasn't got, which I was hoping that they would have. Which is my grandfather's last bike that he had, and I was really interested to see if they had one. But look, they've got everything else. Everything else. If you're up this way, Nabiac, pop in, have a look. If you're into motorbikes, you are gonna love it. Seriously gonna love it. That was bloody awesome. Okay, so that's the National Motorbike Museum. I hope you enjoyed that. We loved it. It was fantastic. Heaps of information. And that Jackson, thank him again. He was full of knowledge. Fantastic young bloke. Great to talk to. If you get a chance, come and say hello to him. And for 15 bucks a head, it's about the best money we'll spend, I reckon. Wouldn't even let him get to Port Stephens without fucking it down again. Bloody hell, all day. Far out. I don't know. This is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this. Crazy. Bring it on, baby. Bring it on. Mother Nature can go and get stuffed. Google Maps. So I punched in Port Stephens and it's taken us literally to fucking Port Stephens, which is the middle of the bay. That was the most brutal ride I've ever done in my life. That was horrendous, wasn't it? That was shit. Man, we've made it. My battery ran out. I couldn't even vlog the last bit of it. We've made it to Nelson Bay. We've got some accommodation. Just trying to get upstairs, but honest to God, that was just shocking. I've never been that cold. I got soaked all the way through. And anyway, we've made it. It's another day done. I'm over this weather, well and truly.
Onwards and upwards.
Shut up, idiot. Okay, we made it to our apartment. Very nice. I'm gonna get out of this wet gear. I'm going to get into a friggin' shower, a hot shower for the next 20 minutes and try and warm up because I am freaking frozen.